Hello everyone, we will continue the topic. Now firstly, we will display the second ALV grid in the, we will display the first ALV grid in the container. Then we will display the second ALV grid in the container. We will go for this particular step. So firstly, we will fetch the data from VBAK table. Select VBELN, ERDAT, ERZET, ERNUM, VB type. From VBAK into table internal table. And what will be the where condition? VBELN in S underscore VBELN. We all know whenever there is a select option, we have to use in. So whatever the input you are passing, based upon that, we are fetching the data from VBAK table and storing into first internal table. Now we will create the field catalog for the first ALV grid. So for the best understanding, I will open the structure of field catalog in a new session so that it will be easy for us to use the various components. I'll simply write and we will go for manual field catalog. ls field cat hyphen column position. Suppose column position is 1. ls field cat hyphen field name. What will be our first field name? VBELN. I'll pass the name of the internal table. Tab name we will use. And the name of our first internal table is VBAK. Now we will give the label and we will give the long label. If I'm scrolling down, you can see we have long label, medium label, short label. Suppose I will use long label. First column is sales document number. I will append the work area to first field catalog internal table. I'll just wait. I think system is slow. Similar process I will do for other columns also, because in the first ALV we have 5 columns. I think this particular session is hanged. I'll just wait. Yes. Okay. Now, by mistake, I put ls field cat. It is ls field cat 1 because we distinguished based upon 1 and 2. Now I will go for second column of the field catalog. So what is our second column of the field catalog? ERDAT. Suppose ERDAT is our creation date. Column position will be 2. I will clear the work area after every append. I'll clear the work area after every append. Now we will go for our third column of the field catalog. VBELN ERDAT, that is our ERZET. And ERZET is time. Now we will go for our fourth column, ERNUM. Fourth column, that is my username. Now we will go for our fifth column of the field catalog, VB type. And VB type is our category. So we fetched data from first table. We created the field catalog. Now, after that, you all know we have to create a object of the container. We will create a object of the ALV grid, and container will act as a parent for that ALV grid. And then we will bind this data with the field catalog using the method setTable for first display. This process we are doing for first ALV, then we will come on to second ALV. So I will create a object of the first container. Create object LO_CONT1. I'll check the syntax. We all know we will get an error because we have not passed the value to the mandatory parameter container_name. When we covered the topic ALV by OOPS concept, we put so much stress. Whenever you will create an object, the constructor method for that particular class will call. I'll just pass the right spelling. The constructor method of this particular class will call, and container_name is a mandatory parameter. It is not optional parameter. So we have to pass this container_name. So I will pass. So it is our instance constructor. In instance constructor, all are importing. So whenever we will pass, it will treat as exported. Container_name. And what is our first container? Suppose I will give the name to the first container as CONT1 so that we can understand more easily. Now I will create the object of ALV grid. Create object. I'm creating the object of first ALV grid. Same to same. I will receive a syntax error because we have not passed the value to the mandatory parameter I_parent. So how to check? I will go to this class. We all know constructor method will call. And in the constructor method, we have the mandatory parameter I_parent. We will pass this. In the instance constructor, all are importing. So here it will treat as exported. And what will be the parent for this ALV, first ALV grid? First container object. We are always talking about in terms of first and second because we have two containers, two ALV grids, two field catalogs, everything are two. So our first container object is acting as a parent for the first ALV grid. Now, how we can bind the data with the field catalog. We all know we have the method set table for first display in this particular class. How to call that method? Pattern, ABAP object patterns. What is our instance for first ALV grid? ALV1. What is our class name? CLGUI ALV grid. And we will use the method set table for first display. I'll just scroll down and check the method. Set table for first display. Okay. Exportings are not required, so I will remove them. Best practices, always uncomment the exceptions. So what is our data? In which internal table we have the first data? LT underscore VBAK. And I will pass my first field catalog. So what we did in this particular video, we fetched data from first table. We created the field catalog of the first ALV. We created the object of the first container. We created the object of first ALV grid using the first container as a parent. Then we use the method set table for first display to bind our first data with the first field catalog. Rest part will continue in the next video. Thank you.